Alrighty guys, we're back for some Grixis Anvil, and this is a March of the Machine standard brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? Well, this is an Oni-Cult Anvil build, so it's a 2-mana artifact rocking Rakdos colors up there. Whenever one or more artifacts you control leave the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 colorless construct artifact creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn, and then you can tap it, sacrifice an artifact. Oni-Cult Anvil deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain 1 life. So it's a pretty powerful artifact overall, guys. And it is important to note that you can also sacrifice itself. So you can tap it, sacrifice an artifact, so you can sacrifice the Oni-Cult, and you'll still be able to get that like 1 damage through from that. So that is very important. So ways to get artifacts in here, of course, blood tokens on Bloodtithe Harvester, blood tokens on Voldaren Epicure, those both very powerful vampires, huh? And then we have other ways to destroy artifacts in here as well, like Gleeful Demolition. Since we're rocking the Gleeful Demolition, first of all, this is a 1-mana sorcery, destroy target artifact. If you controlled the artifact, then you get 3 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens, which is kind of insane, guys. So this helps you go very wide for a lot of our top-end Convoke cards, which we'll go over in just a second. And Voltage Surge is another way to destroy your own artifacts too. It's just solid removal overall as well. More ways to go wide in here. Third Path Iconoclast is a 2-mana 2/1 rockin' Izzet colors up there. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, which is a lot of cards in here, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. Nice. Okay, it's going to be a great way to go wide, generate some artifacts for our Oni-Cult Anvil or our Gleeful Demolition or anything like that, right? So we have 3 Invasion of Kaladesh in here, which actually reminds me, it was a suggestion down in the comments to actually try to squeeze Invasion of Kaladesh into a build. So here's the build, right? Only 3 instead of 4, because 1, I don't know how good it's actually going to be, but whenever it transforms, it's actually legendary, which is super weird to me. So it's a 2-mana, 4 defense battle siege. When Invasion of Kaladesh enters the battlefield, you create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. So it's a 2-mana 1/1 flyer, but at least it's an artifact, right? And you get the battle over there too. And I don't think it's going to be too hard to actually flip this battle. When you flip it, it's kind of really cool, guys. It flips into Aetherwing Golden Scale Flagship. So it's a legendary artifact vehicle for crew of only 1. So something simple like the Epicure can crew it on up, right? Aetherwing power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Okay, I mean, we're spamming out artifacts to begin with. I don't think it's going to be unheard of to have this get to like 8 or 9 power. I really don't. I mean, that'll be interesting to see. But I don't think it's going to be too difficult sometimes. So we could potentially have like an 8/4 flying vehicle for a crew of 1. Sounds neat, man. But yeah, it's legendary too, so you can't have multiple Aether Wings on the board. So I don't know. We'll see, huh? A couple of Fable of the Mirror Breakers. It seems silly to not at least include a couple of them in here. So, you know, top ability helps us generate treasures, which is always good, which counts as artifacts as well. And then everything else in the card is absolutely amazing too. Of course, reflection, copying like Bloodtithe Harvester is really powerful. So honestly, we probably want all 4 of them. I just don't know where to make the room for it, unless we take out like another invasion for a 3rd one. But I really wanted to see Invasion of Kaladesh today, since that was technically the suggestion to try to play with this card, right? Okay, some of our top end, we have Saheeli, a Filigree Masters. This is going to be so good with Oni-Cult, guys. It's a 4-mana, 3 loyalty, legendary planeswalker, and the +1 is Scry 1. You can tap an untapped artifact you control. If you do, draw a card, okay? But you're really looking at this for the -2. Create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. Nice. Then they gain haste until end of turn. Pretty solid, man. It's got a -4 on here too. You get an emblem with artifact creatures you control, get +1/+1. And artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Okay. Pretty powerful planeswalker, guys. Just looking for the right deck to be squeezed into. So here's our Convoke cards. 3 Meeting of Minds. It's a 4 mana instant speed Convoke, draw 2 cards. Pretty powerful, guys. Again, just kind of looking for the right deck to be squeezed into. Like, very powerful card draw. And it's only common, too, which is cool, so. For Stoke the Flames, this is a 4 mana instant speed with Convoke, of course. And by the way, Convoke is your creatures can help you cast this spell, so very cool. So Stoke the Flames deals 4 damage to any target. It's going to be great in here. Great removal overall. We're going wide enough to be able to potentially just hit the opponent's face with a couple Stoke the Flames. Speaking of going wide enough, we have 3 City on Fires, guys. I mean, I know you guys are having a ball brewing with this one, and so am I. It's got to be one of my favorites from the new set. So it's an 8 mana enchantment with Convoke, so it's not going to be too hard to get out relatively cheap. So if a source you control would deal damage, just any source, would deal damage to a permanent or a player, it deals triple that damage. And if we're going wide already, this card really knows how to wrap up games. The opponents are sweating if they don't have an answer for City on Fire. So pretty cool, right? I mean, it could be as simple as City on Fire gets onto the board and you still have Oni-Cult Anvil. And guess what? It says deals 1 damage to each opponent with that bottom ability. So you can activate that. It's doing 3 damage now. So Oni-Cult Anvil becomes super deadly then. Of course, it doesn't change the life gain you're getting from it, but still, it's kind of neat, right? All for Xander's Lounge, of course, a mana base that I thought about for a while. It's leaning heavily towards red, except for the Darkslick Shores, mainly for just early black and blue for all of these 2-drops. It's going to be pretty essential to get an early black or blue onto the board. So yeah, like I said, I thought about the mana base for a while. I don't think it's going to hold us up, honestly. I think it's actually going to be pretty solid. The biggest thing holding us up is actually just having Xander's Lounge be a tap land. It might be too slow in the current meta, which is shocking to me, man. Crucible of Defiance got some honorable mentions. No Soaring City and no Abandoned Mire this time around. We're leaning so heavily towards red that I do think those are going to hold us up from certain plays. Yotia Declares War almost made the list, and Marauding Dreadship almost made the list too. This is a good example of a budget card that if you don't have Fable of the Mirror Breaker or something, right? It is a rare. It's from Neon Dynasty, so technically it rotates out later on this year, right? Marauding Dreadship could be a really cool replacement for it. Now, it's definitely not as good as Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but still, it's a 3 mana card, and it counts as 2 artifacts after you play it. So it's a 3 mana 4/1 Crew 2 vehicle with haste, and when it enters, you get to incubate too. So yeah, you get 2 artifacts off of this. So yeah, a couple cards to think about there in the honorable mentions. That's the list, guys. I think it's going to be relatively easy. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes Oni-Cult Anvil decks are very difficult to play. However, this one doesn't like have all the extra sacrifice theme going on. Generally speaking, like, you know, like a Rakdos sacrifice. Those decks are really hard to play. There is just so much to consider all the time and so many ways to optimize the amount of damage you're getting through every turn. I think this one's actually going to be a little easier than the normal just sacrifice builds that Oni-Cult usually goes into. So all right, guys, let's go ahead, take it into some ranked and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get right into the first game here. This is the 3rd video I'm recording today, and the first one was my Defenders, my Convoke Defenders list. We got relatively destroyed. And for yesterday's video, I recorded... Ooh. Okay, I mean, we have turn 2 Bloodtithe. We have enough mana to consider the double Saheeli. Okay, yeah, we keep this. Yesterday's build was just a mono white creature list, and it did really good. So right now, after coming out of a lot of victories with that creature list, I don't really know what to expect here. Probably the Bloodtithe Harvester over the turn 2 Oni-Cult, right? At this point, it just looks like normal Grixis. And that's what the opponent might think we're playing. A trade there isn't terrible for us. Xander's Lounge might be an alright play this turn to have the Saheeli open for next turn. Might just play, let's see if they trade here or take the 3, because they don't know what we have open. We're gonna take the 3. It's good for us, guys. Oni-Cult. Let's get rid of that blood token. Do we want to use the Harvester as removal? Probably not. We want to get that 1/1 on the board here. Extra creature for Stoke the Flames and everything too, so this is pretty good. Good lineup. Excellent lineup, actually. Shakedown heavy. Oh no, guys, this is a fight rigging Jund build. That's scary business, man. I'm glad to see the voltage surge, but I think I really don't want to just drop voltage surge, get rid of our 1/1. Get a swing here. We don't want this to be on the board when the fight rigging drops. So unfortunately, we are going to get rid of our 1/1. Get another 1/1 back. And then we will still have the Stoke the Flames available here. And you don't want to activate the Anvil ability after you already got the 1/1, unless that 1/1 is going to die or something. And it's only on your turn when you get the 1/1s too, so there's a lot on Oni-Cult Anvil that you have to think about sometimes. A lot of different restrictions and everything, for good reason. I'm just gonna hit their face, man. At 9 already, like this is a lot of damage. We could see like another one off the top too, but also just like Saheeli. Saheeli's great. Don't know what they have open. It might just be spot removal of some sort. See where they end up blocking and use the Anvil if they block the 1/1. It's gonna be cut down for Harvester. Yep. Some spot removal could keep them in this game a little longer. Block the 1/1. 2 going through in the air. Ditch the 1/1. They are low enough to the point where if they don't like get a Titan of Industry out in the next couple turns, we might just be able to clean up the game with the Oni-Cult. Jund does run ways to remove artifacts though, so we'll see. If they swing at Saheeli, I think that we let them take it. Yeah, GG opponent. Well, wait a minute. Grixis command. Wait a minute. Wait, am I missing something here? What was the concede for? That was a little weird. Wait. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. Yep, that was gonna work nicely. They could have like given their tainted adversary 2 +1/+1 counters and lifelink, swung at the Saheeli back up to 10. Did they accidentally concede? Hold on, man. Grixis command is terrific for them. Oh, wait. Wait, they didn't have double black for it. Oh no, opponent. Yeah, double black source for the Grixis command. They got a little unlucky in their mana base, unfortunately, guys. I'll take it, dude. I'll take the victories. Sometimes they are very hard to come by. That poor Convoke Defenders deck, guys. I can't believe how destroyed it got. At least in the first matches. We ended up, I believe, pulling off 2 victories. At the end of the video, of course, but overall, that poor Defenders list. It tried. It really did. I promise. Okay, good hand. Wow, holy cow, wait a minute. Okay, if we get a second red source, that would be more ideal than what I'm seeing here. So an untapped red source off the top would be insane. Okay, Voltage Surge. Okay, because an untapped red source would have been turn 1 Epicure, right? Well, it depends, We'll see if a Make Disappear hits this. It sure does. Aww. I'm a little sad now. Thought, hey, an early Invasion of Kaladesh. Seeing the 3rd mana is great there, man. Alright, what the heck, we'll try the Fable. Nope, no second Make Disappear for the opponent. That is excellent for us, guys. Spot removal, though. It's alright. We got the Fable of the Mirror Breaker on the board. It's going to help us filter and everything. Bloodtithe Harvester. Grixis versus Grixis. Definitely going to be different builds here, though, I would say. Voltage Surge is great. Everything in my hand is great. Like, do I really want to get rid of anything here? No, I don't think I do, which is a little awkward. I don't, yeah. Well, we could have tried to look for a 4th mana. That would have been fine. We go, Epicure. Then Gleeful Demolition. I hope this isn't a Spell Pierce. And then we'll have Meeting of Minds open, which is crazy, dude. That's insane. That's insane. Do we just like do it now too, before they draw into a Make Disappear or something? I think we do, guys. I think we do. I guess it could technically still be. All right, so cut down probably then. All right, we have 7 open for the City on Fire. 8 once the reflection hits the table. If the opponent doesn't remove any of this, we have City on Fire. Okay, they go for it though. They might know that it's a City on Fire build, so we'll have, if we top deck a untapped land, it could still be a City on Fire next turn. Some normal Grixis though runs Invoke Despair, so we do want to be concerned for when that happens. No more mana. Harvester, Voltage Surge, the Appraiser, swing for 3 seems all right. Meeting of Minds, find the 4th mana could be fine too. I don't mind the Voltage Surge on the Corpse Appraiser though. But I'd rather get like Oni-Cult Anvil down too. It's a tough decision, guys. Let's just go Blue Source. And keep 2 mana open. Nice. Gleeful Demolition. What are the odds that they're going to have a board wipe ready? Probably pretty good, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5. We have Reflection, Bloodtithe Harvester. I think it's going to be Voltage Surge on our turn. Instead of going Gleeful Demolition, going more wide. We like Grixis doesn't always run board wipes, but like if we go super wide, I just got like a bad feeling, man. Yeah, we probably wanted to go super wide though there, huh? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So we copy. Then we go Gleeful Demolition. 1, 2, right? Okay. Check this out, guys. Wow. And then everything deals triple damage here. I probably want to save the Harvester bat. Actually, I'm sorry, opponent. I'm sorry. I'm going to swing with the Harvester because a trade with the Shieldred is really good. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, they take it. They take the damage, guys. It's gonna be an Invoke Despair. Get rid of City on Fire. We're still wide enough though. Yeah, GG opponent. Wow. Oh my. We did great. The deck did really great there. It didn't even need the Oni-Cult, but if we did, it was ready. It was ready next turn, dude. Invasion of Kaladesh, Oni-Cult Anvil, tap it down. Get that 1/1 from the Anvil, get 3 damage through with the City on Fire. And yeah, the Invoke Despair definitely wasn't doing enough because of how wide we were, so. All right. So far, so good. I don't know if the deck will be able to keep up pace like that. I think we're probably overdue for some bad draws for sure, but I don't know. Maybe it might just be good. It might be optimized. Who knows? We'll find out, huh? I think maybe the opponents got a little unlucky there for the first couple games too. That is very possible. We'll give this a shot, man. I'd say, like, overall, at least we have some early removal here, too, if we need it. If it's mono red or something. Or mono white. I say we let them keep that around. Get the Invasion of Kaladesh down. Yay, there we go, guys. We got the card. We got the card on the board. Oni-Cult could have been fine too, but oh no, that hits everything in my hand. That is such a pain in the butt, guys. We don't even have a guarantee. Let's see, we have Voltage Surge for that. You know what? It's a good trade for us. Alright, third mana. Oni-Cult's great, but we're just gonna Voltage Surge the Thalia. Because we have no other artifacts on the board right now. So if we didn't see the mana, submit 0. If we didn't see the mana, we had like no guarantee of playing the Oni-Cult that turn. But we did see the mana, so it would have been... Okay, Adeline, Stoke the Flames does hit that. Voltage Surge hits it too. If we sacrifice Oni-Cult, but I don't think we do. That's not good, guys. That's not good. Adeline's scary. This might just be mono white aggro, guys, with the Adeline. Yeah, Thalia. Okay, well, we need a way to generate more artifacts, which is one of the reasons why this hand wasn't like the most optimal, but we have so much in here that we could draw. Alright, taken 4. We gotta use the Voltage Surge on the Thalia, like, immediately. Oh no, that's so good, but the Thalia holding us back, guys. Oh, well, there's no guarantee that that doesn't just get picked up by a Brutal Cathar, though, now. It's not an artifact in and of itself, too, so it's not like we can use the Anvil. Just, like, we could use the Anvil for the sake of using it. Doesn't seem very good, though, does it? Alright, alright. We need a way to get through this Thalia, or just drawing more land. Voltage Surge hit Thalia, yet Brutal Cathar. Crap. Yeah, this lined up pretty nicely for the opponent so far. This is big damage coming through, man. Is there anything we can draw that would just be insanely good? Down to 7. Tapped land, I mean, that's not insanely good, that's for sure. If we do this now, get a 1/1, go back up to 8. We're gonna have to do it now regardless. We have no other way to get artifacts on the board. Having these 3 cards in hand without creatures on the board is pretty bad. So if we take out the Brutal Cathar, we'll get the Iconoclast back, but if we take out the Thalia, we can't. We can't. We're too low now, right? I believe so. And we can't go wide with that. We got to do this on our turn if we want the 1/1 to be able to chump. Back up to 8, we'll chump the Adeline. We'll try to keep the third path Iconoclast, but we're in so much trouble, guys. We're in so much trouble this time round. Yeah, actually... Very nice list, opponent. Looks a lot like my creature aggro yesterday, which, like I said, we just destroyed with that creature aggro. And that's still 7 going through. Yep, we're alive for the turn, but there's nothing we can do. We don't have board wipe in here either, so. 4 mana Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oh, buddy, this Thalia held us up, man. GG opponent, just some mono white aggro. I like it. If you got like Knight Errant of Eos on the top end, then it's very close to yesterday's build, which is awesome. Which is awesome, dude, because yeah, it's, as you guys can see, it was solid. Of course, I'm recording this all in the same day though, so it's not like the video was posted yet or anything. GG. So far, I think our deck is fine. We like, there's not a lot we could do against Thalia though, is there? Like if we remove the first one and they drop the second one, at that point, they're establishing, like, you know, we're talking soldier decks and everything too. At that point, they're establishing so much else on the board. Ooh, okay, yeah, so the last couple starting hands haven't been the greatest, but I think they've both been worth testing for sure. How do you guys feel about it? I like the Invasion of Kaladesh. It didn't do too much last time, but you never know, it might do something this time. No cut down from the opponent. Let's go. Okay. Well, Xander's Lounge. Could have Meeting of Minds open, but I think it's just going to be Invasion of Kaladesh and swing at the invasion, actually. Because it'll be down to 1, and then the 1/1 flyer could take care of it next turn. Get that vehicle over here, you know what I mean? Aww, a Braid. Okay. Well, we still have our 1/1, and Saheeli is available next turn, too. Which does generate 1/1s with haste, so you never know. And we might actually be going wide enough at that point to consider a cheaper Meeting of Minds. Keeping like 2 mana open, making this like a 2 mana draw 2 is kind of ideal. Tap 2 of your weaker creatures that might not be getting it anyways. Pay 2 mana, draw 2, and use your last 2 mana to play another 2-drop like Harvester. Like, dude, Meeting of Minds just seems so good to me. Gleeful Demolition is excellent. Unfortunately, Saheeli -2 doesn't, like, it just doesn't, like, we'd have to have the chump blocker for the 2/2. We go Gleeful Demolition. It's good chump blockers on the ground, and we'll have the Gleeful Demolition was a really good draw. And we'll have 2 mana open here if we tap all the 1/1. So we're doing this on our turn. 2 mana open. Oni-Cult. Nice. Oni-Cult Anvil. Oh, we won't have the chump blockers now, but that's fine. We don't need it for the Saheeli anyways. Play the Oni-Cult. Okay. So I will swing. Get that down to 3. And then use this for the sake of using it, right? We get a 1/1. We get some damage, get some life gain. Our artifact loses flying, but it's probably still worth doing all that, right? We have enough creatures. We're wide enough now to just like see a city on fire and be very happy about it. We're also just wide enough to flip this as soon as possible too, so. Any of these 1/1s can power up this Aetherwing. Aetherwing looks really cool, man. Okay, we'll take the 2 here. A little bit of ramp. Shieldred. I should be scared. I definitely should be. Got 2 in the air. Epicure open. Saheeli. -2. We have Saheeli number 2, so we try not to be too concerned about this. 2. Yeah, we'll play the Epicure now as well. Just so I have it all on the board, so I'm not getting confused with what I'm doing here. 1/2 in the air. 1/2 on the ground. If they block the artifact, we use the anvil on it. So they want to block Goblin. Okay. Let's get that Aetherwing. Block artifact. Sacrifice artifact. Be very happy about this. Alright, Aetherwing, Golden Scale. Nice, dude. It doesn't have haste or anything, plus we already battled, but still. I'll tell you what, dude, if they don't have spot removal for this, if it's like a go for the throat or something, that's insane. Oh no. Invoke Despair. I felt that. I felt that coming a mile away after they played that 5th mana. Alright, so it's gonna be tapped Goblin, right? Saheeli's gone. That gives them a pretty good push. Gives them a pretty good push here. My turn. It's good. Fable? Okay. Down to 14. Saheeli for sure, right? So good. That's so good, guys. -2. Dude, we have a chance. We really do. Epicure. That's so cool, man. They do have 1 mana here, so it's probably a cut down, huh? 1, 2, 3 on the ground. We're just gonna keep all that back. Must be a cut down. Must be. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 on the Aether Wing. They're gonna be gaining 2 here. Want to make sure we use Oni-Cult's ability on our turn so we get another 1/1 on the ground here. So we'll ditch the... We'll ditch the blood token just for the sake of going even more wide, even though the blood token could come in handy. One is down to 8, back up to 10 on their turn. A second Invoke Despair would help them draw again, too. They need spot removal for the Aether Wing next turn, man. This is cool. This is really, really cool. Oh, man. Hey, City on Fire off the top would be cool, too. At least 1 Invoke Despair is out of the deck. And if we top deck City on Fire, GG opponent! Let's go, guys. Hey, we have time for 1 more. Let's do this. We might actually have time for 2 more. We might accidentally rank up to Platinum. That would be nice. That'd be nice. Accidentally getting the rank ups is the best way to rank up. Instead of like actually sitting down and going for it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like the deck so far, dude. It seems pretty solid overall. Sometimes our draws might be a little bad where we only see our Convoke cards, like that one game, but I don't know. Overall, right now, the draws have been fantastic. And I'll tell you what, I think the 2 Fables is about where we want it. Uh-oh. No black source in our hand. Opponent goes first. I'm going to keep it, and here's why. Meeting of the Minds might be enough if we see... Okay, we found a black source. Well, that's good news. That is good news, guys. Epicure, and probably right into Anvil next turn. Anvil start getting more creatures on the board. Epicure's not the greatest thing to hit with. Nice, Bankbuster. Okay. Epicure isn't the greatest thing to hit with cut down, so... Anvil. Swing. Anvil's ability. Alright. Got a lot of land, but like, I think we'll be alright for now. Hopefully, as long as we don't see land like 2 more turns in a row. Stoke the Flames is really good. That's really, really good, guys. So if we swing, see if they remove anything. We're kind of, if we swing, we get rid of the Convoke cards, but I think this is still going to be the play. Because it's going to be Harvester, and then Anvil the Blood Token again. And Cut Down is a great target for Harvester. You really can't ask for a better target. And we still do this, though. Draw, yep. Yep, and we still do this. On us down to 14, a couple Convoke cards in hand. Meeting of the Minds could try to help us keep up with mid-range. Speaking of Grixis, man, yeah, here we go. Here we go, guys. Meeting of the Minds, just main phase this turn could be fine. This is a lot of land. This is a little bit too much land for this deck right now. So if we go Meeting of the Minds on main phase, we have a chance of seeing a 2-drop, which there's a lot of 2-drops in here. Yep, Invasion. It's good. There's a chance of a counter on the Invasion or removal for the Epicure. So let's go maybe removal on Epicure, see what it is. When damage gets through. Invasion of Kaladesh. Is it going to be a make disappear? We have too much mana, guys. We really do. We're kind of flooding out right now. Draw on Bankbuster. See if they find it, right? Make disappear. Okay. Get a 1/1. This is kind of insane how, like, we get, like, untapped creatures then for all the Convoke cards, too. It's really cool. It's very cool. Gotta go for the throat for the Epicure. Wow. Wow. That's, I mean, at least that's out of the deck now. Or one of them, at least. What on earth are you? 5 mana, 5/4 flying, enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. When it dies, exile the top card of your library. A target opponent loses life equal to the mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Wow. Oh, we got more land too. Crap. I mean, what do you guys think they put on top? Do you think the Stoke the Flames actually gets us there? What do you guys think they put on top, huh? Since we have nothing else to cast in hand, I think we kill it now and hope that they don't get anything too insane off the top of their library, because they put it on top in any order. Gonna power up the Bankbuster. Okay. Let's see what free card do they get. That's a scary card, man. I literally don't know what to do about that. What is it? Oh my! Oh, hit face. Hit face. That's 10 damage. We're at 13. Yeah, oh, I got scared for the opponent there for a second. Dude, I thought they were gonna hit a creature for 10 damage. I got really scared for the opponent. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. 1/2 block. Create new. Okay. We all attack invasion. Because at this point we might need a chunky thing that gets around the go for the throat. They block on the ground, we use Oni. Okay, opponent's down to 11, we're up to 4. And they might just have the burn. Stoke the Flames, and we're out of here. We got a lot of land, but I can't guarantee that not getting this land would have got us the victory either. I mean, I guess, yeah, having more options would have been really nice for us. City on Fire would be like a really good card to hit off the top too. Couple Fables for them is pretty good, man. Pretty good. Let's see if we can find something a little better. Like a second Oni-Cult Anvil could be really good, for example. City on Fire is also really good. Oh my. So first of all, we want to make sure we're doing this right. We want to make sure we're tapping everything correctly. Red, red, red. Still got to pay 2. Sure, blue. Keep the flyer. Wait. We're at 4. We're at 4. Crap. Dude, that was insane. The explosive singularity. Well, it was really cool. We go back up to 5, get a blocker on the ground. Keep the blocker in the air in case they find more. We don't get the blocker on the ground. We don't get the blocker on the ground, guys. We already used the blood token. That's not good. We can't swing. We can't swing here. We need them to not have removal. Because yeah, this is just a vehicle, so like we're tapped out. Crap. I might have been able to play that out better, but there's also like no guarantees that they don't filter their hand until they find a Stoke the Flames anyways though, huh? Yeah. That was cool, man. Cool deck opponent. Not your basic Grixis by any means. Not your basic Grixis by any means. Very, very fun, very cool. I love this little awkward mirror match that we got going on. Of course, it's not a mirror match, we're just playing the same colors, but yeah. Stoke the Flames. Maybe we're alive. Maybe I lost hope. Oh, Anvil gains us a life too. It has to be a full swing and invoke the flames, but yeah, I mean that's still enough regardless. And they can even like, they can play a creature, power up Bankbuster full swing too. There's a lot of ways to get this through, and they're searching. Play Wandering Mind. Cool, dude. I'm loving the opponent's deck right now, man. Playing cards we don't get to see too often. Wandering Mind is like one of those cards I was just kind of looking for the right deck, but it never really found it. It was very, like, very powerful. Yeah, Explosive Singularity to the hand. If they didn't have the victory this turn, then there's a good chance that we can get there next turn. They are forcing the block, unfortunately. Couple treasures. And we could just take the damage. We could just take the 4 and then hope they don't have it in hand. They have... Wait. Tap any untapped creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we choose not to take it, are we still wide enough to win next turn? Just take the 4. We don't know what's in their hand. But if it's a Stoke the Flames, either way, there's going to be 2 getting through down to 3. If it's a Lightning Strike, it's, again, same concept. There's still going to be 2 getting through down to 3. So going down to 1, I feel like either way... Oh my goodness. Bloodtithe Harvester is great, man. So we full swing at their face. They need spot removal here. Everything does 3 extra damage, guys. Everything. So they need spot removal. Crucible or chump blockers. Oh crap. Oh crap. Crucible of Defiance coming in handy, bro. Chumping absolutely everything, keeping their 2 cards open here. If I didn't play the land, so okay, so we got 3 damage on the Oni-Cult. We're going back up to 2. We'll have Harvester on the board. 1, 2. We need to take these trades here. We can't sacrifice any of those. We need to sacrifice the... Oh, I wasn't expecting just more creatures. I wasn't expecting that at all. Now we have to chump next turn regardless. We already got our 1/1 this turn, so just saving Oni-Cult for their turn is completely fine. Oh, they just play Explosive Singularity. They have so much mana. And they're creatures. Dude, good game, opponent, man. That was a fun time. That was like the Crucible of Defiance coming in clutch there for them too. Really cool. Good game, opponent. Very good game. I'm gonna activate this just for the sake of activating it too. Oh, I keep forgetting to do my new emotes, guys. I just don't emote enough, honestly. All right, this weekend's videos, I'll make sure to drop more emotes, hopefully, right? Very, very cool, guys. Yeah, props to the opponent. That was fun. That was a good time. All right, let's talk about the deck, man. Oh, wait, do I see a pack? Let's crack a pack. Yeah, ooh, 2 packs. All right, all right. We'll crack these packs real quick. Why not? Why not, right? Hey, there it is. The Igna and Isika, right? So it's a 4-mana 4/4. Creatures you control have vigilance, and you can tap to add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if 3 or more mana from creatures was spent to cast it, draw a card. Looks pretty good, man. It's like the fact that it's a 4/4 and doesn't just immediately get cut down is solid. The fact that it's a human means it fits into the human Joda builds, which is really cool, huh? And we don't play Historic or anything, so I'm not going to read that. Oh, man. Ooh, Invasion of Kaladesh. Nice, nice. Cool. All right. Now we'll go over the deck, guys. That's funny. Grixis Anvil. I I loved it. This was awesome. I had a great time, man. Some things to talk about. Third Path Iconoclast didn't do nearly as much as I wanted it to, and we really only saw it, what, like one time? I still think going wide with this is going to be easy. Let's take a look real quick, right? So it's non-creature spells, and we'll just drop the creatures over here real quick. Yep, that's it. Third Path Iconoclast works with everything else here. So, yeah, I mean, why did I do this? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a hard time finding anything now. I mean, I would have loved to see this do more today, but it's understandable. Sometimes you just have uphill battles, and that happened to be the one that we saw the third path in. I think that getting those extra soldiers is going to be excellent in this build, though. Meeting of Minds is so good, guys. I love this one. Stoke the Flames, obviously, I love. These two 4-drop Convoke cards are really solid, and there's actually more, too. Like, Pile Up could have gone into this list as well. I could have seen that. Doing a little bit here and there, maybe. City on Fire is great. I might consider dropping a third a third Stoke the Flames for the 4th City on Fire, but I don't know. 3 seems fine. You're not always going to be able to cast it. You're not always going to see the cards that help you go wide. Pretty much in this build, Gleeful Demolition is always going to have an artifact for you to hit on your board. Something to think about that I didn't really think about in those matches is if the opponents have artifacts to destroy too. So like taking out a Bankbuster from an opponent could be excellent. Like Bankbuster gives them mid-range decks so much extra card advantage in general. So it's really something to consider with Gleeful Demolition. Definitely worthwhile. Invasion of Kaladesh was cool. We won that game with the Aether Wing, which was just amazing. I loved that so much. And you know what? When you're up against decks that are running black as their main source of removal, Go for the Throat does not hit a legendary artifact. So Aetherwing has a good chance of survival because Cut Down doesn't hit it either, man. Unless you had 0 other artifacts, but no, it's just equal to the number of artifacts you control. So it's a 1/4. Oh no, yeah, then of course Cut Down would still hit it. So you need at least 1 more artifact for Cut Down not to hit this, which is very likely in this build, right? Saheeli was awesome. I wouldn't go up more than that. What am I doing to this list, guys? Oh my goodness, where do I drop this? I don't even know. A couple Fables. I wouldn't actually go up to the 4 Fables. It's really good, but I think 2 was fine. Oni-Cult Anvil, I think you want to keep the 4, and the 2 Voltage Surge were fine too. Mana Base didn't really hold us up too much at all overall. I liked it. I think the list was fine. What have I... Okay, you know what? I'm going to resort that real quick. That's really funny, man. What would you guys add or take out? Because I think, as far as the list goes, it's fine. I guess I could see dropping the Invasion of Kaladesh and dropping a Stoke the Flames, going up a Pile Up, or your choice of spot removal could totally be fine too. I could see going up a Pile Up and a 3rd Voltage Surge. I think early removal is going to be important. We still are seeing a lot of mono red, a lot of soldiers, and guess what? 2 damage does a lot to those decks. 2 damage takes out Brutal Cathar, for example, right? 4 damage hits the Adeline if you had an artifact to sacrifice. 2 damage hits Etching from the Commando Faces Kakazan, and it obviously hits cards like the Phoenixes as well. So seeing the 3rd Voltage Surge in here and a Pile Up could be completely fine. Pile Up just as an emergency removal source for like something like Sheoldred when the opponent's playing that and stuff like that too. So yeah, I think it's a solid one overall. Very fun one too. Very, very fun. And yeah, I liked the 3 invasions, but I could definitely see dropping it to 2. And if you take all 3 of them out, you're ripping out part of the soul of the deck. But if you are doing that, then going up the 3rd path Iconoclast, and then yeah, a couple more pieces of removal could be very good. So that's the list, guys. If you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you for this weekend's videos.